Hello. Welcome today. It is the Bantok day. Um, we have our announcement ready up XD. And what will we see? Violent Outburst, Grief, Lord of Atlantis, cards, popular staples, modern. What's gonna get banned? Chalice of the Void, Subtlety, Endurance, Force of Vigor, Force of Negation, Exchange Explosives, Lightning Bolt, Mystical Dispute, The One Ring, Leyline Binding, Dismember, Curse Totem, Flusterstorm, Pick Your Poison, or Violent Outburst. Oh, Pick Your Poison is pretty new, so it like... I don't know if this adjusts for the card being just released, but... It did just release, and like... This checks for what? Like the last 3 months or whatnot. So Pick Your Poison really played a lot, and one of the more played cards in Modern. Crazy. The announcement should be... Whoops, not this. This. It should happen in 23 minutes or something. Let's put a timer on the screen somewhere. "23 minutes? Holy shit. How did it set up with that? Alright, something like this should be roughly correct. Of course, we don't know if it's gonna be exactly that, but around that time. I thought it's usually later. They had the... There was it usually is, but there was a time change. So they're an hour earlier now. So it's at 5 p.m., but... Their 5 p.m. happens at our 4 p.m. What's my prediction? I don't know. Honestly, I have no idea. So let's make a prediction ourselves for the chat. We're gonna manage prediction, start prediction. Will Violent Outburst get banned? Question mark. Yes and no. And you have 20 minutes, 15 minutes to put your points in there. How they restrict cards in Timeless and nothing else. What we know is that they said they have suggested that there is gonna be a change because there's supposed to be a stream explaining the decisions tomorrow. So that makes it unlikely that it's going to be a change that doesn't interest people, I think. Although maybe. We don't know what formats, we don't know if, we don't know what. I have no idea, like, what would they want to do? So there is a strong reason to believe that it is not going to be nothing. But I really can't imagine what's gonna happen. Which cards should you buy now for guaranteed investment profit? You should grab your copies of Turn the Earth, the best graveyard hate card. Well, you inevitably need to beat Goryeo in Modern. Turn the Earth is gonna be should be your go-to card. Maybe it's going to be a Legacy ban, but would they make a stream explaining their reasoning after a Legacy ban? That would make no sense. Could it be no changes? Plus a video segment? Maybe, perhaps. Maybe it would be a video segment explaining that they think everything is fine. At SCG Philly, I heard 2 separate people gushing about Turn the Earth. It's really good, I promise. If Mr. Wizards had any plans of banning Treasure Cruise from Pioneer, then they surely reverted their decision after watching my Pioneer Showcase performance yesterday, so... But... the predictions so far... 58% of the voters... No, 58% of the points on the line. 10 voters for... very sure of their guess, and 15 against. Pick carefully. Is the next RCQ season Modern or Pioneer? Holy shit, I don't actually know. Is it going to be the Giga long one? The RCQ... Nice typo. Where's the typo? Do you think they will leave Ardent Play alone? Perhaps. Likely. Gamer time. Oh yeah. My opponent at my local FNM played this card called Courser of Crewfix. WTF. Play land from your deck and you gain 1 life. This kind of thing must stop. Funny. Bowmasters and Beans be gone from Legacy would be neat. That would just prove that Legacy is unredeemable. Not now, not only now, but also in the future. But I guess that is already proven. So makes sense. Baby Cradle, Can, Meow, Booty, Towel, Pajamas, Mother, Spoil, Eye, Slippers, Rare, Rope, Pamper, Bum, Washcloth, Rare, Bum, Booty, Cradle. No, not Cradle. Lorien Revealed / Saga Restriction Vintage. Lorien Revealed would be the funniest card to restrict in Vintage, but Saga is pretty OP in that format, and I think I've been less motivated to play Vintage lately because of it, honestly, so... I wouldn't mind that, honestly. Booty, Rare, Bum. What's the last word? Cradle, Can, Meow, Towel, Pajamas, Mother, Spoil, Ice, Slippers, Rope, Pamper, Washcloth, Pamper? Can? Who says can when they mean us? Can, us. Those can mean us. That's fucked up. Meow, Towel, Pajamas, Mother, Spoil, Eye, Slippers, Cradle, Robe, Pamper, Baby, Washcloth. Pajamas, Slipper, Robe, and what? Towel? No. Washcloth. Probably washcloth makes... No, it's not a lot. What? No. Not looking. I hate that it auto-solves when you run out of guesses. Advertisement. Can. Booty. Bam. Rare. Pajamas. Washcloth. Was it Pamper? The Bond Cruise. Can Phoenix pivot to dig through time? Yes. Probably will. Pamper. Baby. Spoil Mother? Treat with excessive care. Okay, Mother as in... the verb, that's crazy. Meow, Pajamas, Eye, Cradle. And what's that supposed to mean? Cat's Cradle, Cat's Eye, Cat's Meow, Cat's Pajamas? What's a Cat's Pajamas? Let me Google that. Cat's Pajamas. Kocimiętka. I see. Pumper Up, jak Tanzer śpiewał. Don't you know Pumper Up? Cat's Cradle is a game you play with tying some string around your hands. Holy shit, I wish someone would string my hands in a cat's cradle. Things in a spa. Locker room. Robe, slippers, towel, and washcloth. This is crazy. Bro literally has a clock on the screen, but still gonna ask. Assuming that ODC people remember to change the clocks and they're gonna abide by that. It's gonna be in 10 minutes. Maybe it's gonna be in 70 minutes if they put the announcement out, but like forgot to account for time change. Things you'd find at the leather club. Yeah. Is it Kocia Kołyska? That's not the game. So 63% points placed on Outburst not getting banned. This is crazy. A few minutes ago it was different. How stressed do you feel? 4? 4. What are my predictions, Mr. Streamer? My prediction is no changes or some stupid shit. I don't really have predictions. Maybe that's disappointing to say for a content creator, but I'll just say React streamer with no thoughts. 30% meta cascades and people don't see the need of bans. It's good that you are here seeing the light and telling us how it is. Will they ban Amuletti? I sure hope not, because I don't know what I would do then. Amulet with no cock ring would be pretty bad, and I'm pretty unhappy to see that. What happens when you skip blind? You get the bonus that was listed below. This bonus here was opening a mega giga pack, and bonus here was that the shop is gonna have a rare joker, and then I don't play them, and I don't gain money, and I don't get access to the shop because I skipped them. Amulet has remained tier 5 through metas. Holy shit, bros. That's not true. Spodem Cockringa to skip Pragi no cap. No właśnie miałem ci pisać, żeby nie bukować, że jeszcze nie bukuję, bo jak odjebiam, to mi się nie chce jechać. So yeah, to translate what I just said, me and Jędrek were planning on going to Prague to play in the LMS event. But if they ban the One Ring, then we would no longer have a desire to go. Because Titan becomes shit, his blue-white deck becomes probably pretty shit too. And, you know, what are we supposed to do? Let's buy the rare joker. Copies the ability of the leftmost joker, so we have to put this on the left. So our trip hinges on that. Correct bans would be Outburst, Grief, Ring, Wall of Roots, I think. Yeah, that sounds giga correct, and sounds like the only way a reasonable person would ban in this spot. Can't wait for the Wall of Roots to finally get what it deserves. Wall of fucking Roots, holy shit. Well, if you need to ban all the decks, and why are you banning cards? That's just always... All held in hand abilities. We have 1 gold free of clubs. Oh shit, I think I got an allergy to Wall of Roots Bantak. Retrigger all card held in hands abilities. Doesn't do anything. Hallucination is fine. Ban 1 ring. Very wise. It's at least flash, maybe it is straight flash, but it was not, alas. Titan will be weak without the 1 ring because the 1 ring is really strong in Titan, and that's why. I understand that it's a very satisfying answer, but I'm pretty sure that would be the case. Queens. Holy shit, we've got 14 queens in the deck. Weaker, but not weak. I think weak. That seemed like cheating. Tiny bit, yeah. Less than 1 minute. It's probably not gonna be there on time. It's actually... gonna take more time. Alright. Holy shit. Violent Outburst is banned. Prague lives. Vintage Ponder is unbanned. What? Ponder unbound in vintage. I'm sorry, Chad, but this. I was on the table, but this. Blue decks. It wasn't even banned, it was restricted. It's unrestricted. Why is Ponder unbanned? Ponder has been restricted in vintage since 2008. It is not necessarily true that we want to reintroduce every card that has been restricted for over a decade, but evidence suggests Ponder is ready to come back. Spell-based combo decks in vintage could use a little boost. The top of the metagame features decks like Saga Initiative and Misha's Workshop decks, even Bros. Even if many of the Lurus decks contain blue, they generally feature 0 copies of Ponder. Sure. Sure. Ponder actually is allowed in Modern the entire... No, it's Ponder isn't. Pre-order was. As we discussed during our most recent BNR announcement on December 4th, at the end of last year, we planned today's announcement such that we could observe and gather data from recent events both before and after the release of Murders at Karlov Manor. Wait. Alright, since they did that... Alright, let's go back. Since the beginning of the new year, we have seen nearly a full season of standard regional championship qualifiers, a full season of modern regional championships, and the Pioneer Pro Tour featuring MKM. With that info under our belts, we'll dive into the health of each format individually, whether a change has been made or not. Okay, let's just skip to Explorer. Each card banned in Pioneer that is available in MTG Arena is also banned in Explorer. Okay. Violent Outburst is banned. In our previous modern update, we removed Fury and upped the Beanstalk from the environment. Doing so has returned Rakdos midrange to an acceptable level without deleting it from the metagame entirely. Since then, we've seen Rhinos, Living End, Yawgmoth, Titan, and Izzet Phoenix rise in metagame share. Wait, Izzet Phoenix? Timur Rhinos, Living End, Golgari Yawgmoth, Amulet Titan, Izzet Phoenix. Probably just meant to say Murktide, but it said Izzet Phoenix instead. But of course that's an embarrassing typo. Or ChatGPT, yeah. Timur Rhinos, Living End. Ever wondered why Rhinos gets to be Timur but Living End doesn't? I guess because there is no differently colored variant of Living End existing, but there is one for Rhinos. Although the worst one was Timur Cascade and Living End. Like Timur Cascade. Rhinos gets to be Cascade and Living End gets to be Living End only. More recently, players have had some success with Leyline of the Guildpact from MKM and Rhinos variants featuring Shone of Draco and Leyline Binding. Over the past regional championship season, Team Rhinos has begun to approach previous levels of Rakdos midrange metagame dominance. While we want to preserve the cascade strategies as viable options in Modern, we'd like to remove one of the more powerful aspects of their strategy. Namely, the ability to cascade into a payoff card at instant speed. Casting Violent Outburst during an opponent's turn reduces a lot of the risk inherent in such a strategy. It allows the Cascade player to untap with all their mana open and Rhino tokens or cycling creatures ready to attack. Both decks also include Force of Negation, which costs 0 mana on opponent's turns, enabling a streamlined defense of the combo. What if the 0 mana card is OP in this scenario? Oracle Cascade, Dreamroot Cascade, Skyline Cascade. Player, Dread, Agent. You already cut Storm's Wrath. I have Fire Spot in my sideboard now. Violent Outburst is banned. Removing Violent Outburst from the format will necessitate Cascade players to adopt Ardent Player or Demonic Dread and force them to play on their own turn more often, weakening both Cascade strategies and reducing them to an acceptable level of metagame share, much like the Fury ban did to Rakdos midrange. Much like the Fury ban did to Rakdos midrange. I mean, couldn't play Demonic Dread, but you can also play Captured Sunlight, Kathari Remnant, Throes of Chaos, Bitominous Blast, it's an instant. Aethersworn Sphinx, Enigma Sphinx, Enlisted Worm, and the Fair Sliver. I'll be playing Ley of Anticipation and Living in Now. Nobody will tell me I can't cascade at instant speed. That's a girl boss move. Slay Queen. Let's read about what they have to say about the other formats. A little more than 10 months ago, we set out to revitalize Standard. We updated the rotation, tweaked our banning philosophy, added more events and opportunities to play, and released several new sets. And we are thrilled to say that Standard is incredibly healthy right now. Yada yada yada. There are more than triple the number of tickets. to Standard this year when compared to the same period last year. In fact, Standard has now returned to being the most played 60-card tabletop format. That's probably counting arena games. I don't know. Tabletop? 5-color arenas still good. Yes, Titan, which is my only area of expertise, is the same. Well, it's not. I guess it's not the same. It's like much worse against the sweepers. Yeah, it is. It is much worse, I guess. Would you say Amulet has remained tier 0? Yeah, Amulet, best deck. Reizang Akatsi FT Sock, whose deck featured Aftermath Analyst, Nissa, and Slogurk the Overslime. With a larger card pool than ever, players are having fun seeing what winning strategies they can concoct in this new, larger sandbox of cards. No changes for Standard, and we are excited to see what players cook up for Pro Tour Thunder Junction in April. Okay. True. Store event locator. We made a few changes during our last announcement with the goal of setting the stage for a more fun and diverse Pioneer metagame. The Pioneer Pro Tour at MagicCon Chicago has since played on the new stage, and the results were exciting. Recent sets continue to impact the format. No more Lies the Deuce, Mythical's Archive, Amalia Benavides Aguirre as the centerpiece of her namesake creature combo deck. Picklock, Prankster, and Sleight of Hand adding consistency to his at Phoenix. Archdruid's Charm providing utility to Lotus Field combo, but the breakout of the tournament was a variation of Rakdos Midrange featuring our old friend Sorin, with his new best friend Vein Reaper, which took down the whole event. The recently unbanned Schmaglocopter also made an appearance in the aforementioned Rakdos Vampires deck, as well as Izzet and Sol lists. New cards impacting the format, and a slew of viable strats. Pioneer is in a great spot for your upcoming RCQ beginning in April. Holy shit, best friends Sorin and best friends Vein Reaper. Terrible modern ban. I think so. Is Standard good, or is it the only format with a banned list that makes sense? You cannot appease a player of a game, or rather a collection of players of the game. So, in some person's view, it probably does. See you in 2 months for nerfing Titan and Yogg. No, please don't. I mean, in 2 months it's MH free, right? So like at that point it's gonna be like, yeah, let's like no changes. It's fine. Let's just release the new set with Emrakul, and then it's Eldrazi time. No, they banned Uro around January or March. So there was like a few months still MH2, so like we are in this spot now. They won't come back. Like they don't, the pattern doesn't fit. It will be a constant conveyor belt of bans as the new best thing annoys the Twitter crowd. It is a bit annoying, yeah. But there is also image free, so this might slow down that. Unending conveyor end of bans, finally getting to Wall of Roots. The legacy format has changed slightly since we last checked in, with mainly with the inclusion of broadside bombardiers in both goblins and red prison decks. Control, combo, and tempo decks, in addition to these updated red decks, all jockey at 4 position at the top of the metagame, giving players plenty of options to choose. Orcish Bowmasters has crept into many of the macro strategies features in deliver of secret tempo variants, Sulati Control, and Reanimator. While the play rate of Bowmasters isn't quite at the level of format staples like Brainstorm, Ponder, and FOV, it is something we are keeping an eye on. For the time being, we're happy with the fact that many different decks can win at the top levels of Legacy. In 2 weeks, Yogg will be making 2 Fulminator Mages. Bro, fuck off, please, stop. Give me some peace of mind for a moment at least. Stop with the hate speech. Sure, 2 Fulminator Mages, I'm coming goddamn with 4 Curse Totems. Main deck. Are there some decent decks that were suppressed by Cascade? I think Amulet was suppressed by Cascade a bit, and now that it's not gonna be, I don't know what to do with my sideboard. Have to rebuild it from ground up. Mainly because Subtlety is so good against Titan, and it was mainly played again by the Cascade decks. So like against Titan specifically, you can probably just Cascade at sorcery speed, it's the same. Include more graveyard hate, but like if Living End gets banned, then why? Okay, so if we look at 30 days metagame snapshot. Holy shit, Scales, I have not played against that in a while. So this and this dead. Well, more kind of. Not necessarily dead, but we'll see how the sorcery speed bullets work. This had like a giga good weekend of like 10,000 results. So, you know, remember to pack turn the earths.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Best card.
Hello chat, hello Piotr.
Player Rhinos will win Prague for sure. Nobody packing Chalice and Fluster. That's exactly how it works. Ioria feeds on
He's a
Rhinos and
phenomenal
Le.
control
I think
player.
it gets pushed out by opening up slots, more endurance. Perhaps. Lyserk and Ditardi, thank you very much for the subs. Titan. Good. Yawgmoth. Probably good. Or I don't know what else. Card market dark mode. Holy shit. Where? Crazy. Have to evaluate 22 orders. Marked probably fine as always. Yeah. Fine deck, fine deck. Red Black Scum is a winner. Yeah. Do I think there is any hope for Living End going forward? It's a bit rough. It's worth trying perhaps, but like the Living End deck oftentimes held together by duct tape. And if like what's like your Living End deck's win rate against the deck with counterspell? It's just zero kind of. Like how are you supposed to ever win against somebody with counterspell? Dredge is good again, for sure. I feel Amulet and Yogg will take the top seats, Amulet especially. Next is Scum and Murktide, then Tron and anything that follows. Amulet probably like pretty good in the coming days on Modo. Because you don't know. Like it's a proactive deck and well it's gonna be good until people like start infesting their sideboards with Maguses again, but they will not do that in time for Prague, which is good. So now I just will demolish Prague. I unironically think 4 Sea Rhinos will still be the best deck. Perhaps. When I see what Amulet can do and what cards are on the modern ban list, I feel that what DC is doing something wrong. Either unban stuff or ban the deck that's hard to interact with and kills you on turn 3 all the time. It's such a joke that this nonsense is still legal. Meanwhile, my
He's a
opponent's having a
phenomenal
hard time
control
pitching a
player.
Salty for 0 mana from their hand. One Kimota, thank you for the Prime sub. Is Ledger Shredder still needed in Murktide? I am not very well versed in like minutia of how to build Murktide, but Shredder was indeed one of the best spots for it was Rhinos. The Rhinos matchup, so less incentive to play that. Scales tier 1.5. Holy shit, I wish. For Greed Amulet, let's go. I'm not sure if there is an incentive for Quad Greed. But yeah, perhaps. But if Subtlety will get reduced, then Greed is less enticing. You're happy they banned the Violent Outburst? Tell that too many Twitch chatters who mourn. What is the best red card in Modern now? Is it Fable? According to commonly played in Modern, it's Lightning Bolt. And then it's Ragavan. Those two cards seem stronger than Fable. Can Caddy Storm's Rev now? It's already gone. But I probably will not play 3 fire spouts. I'll just have to restructure my sideboard, but I'll take the week of looking at the metagamma and then we're gonna swap it for whatever. Carnosaur is back for sure. Yeah. Sure. Is Yasharn a legit cyborg spell now? Some people were already running it in the Red Titan shells. If I were to just cut a cyborg card and put a Yasharn in there, what would happen? I would cast it with one of my 2 Kremling Vestiges or one of my 3 Mykosin Gardens. Seems like I would need to perform a major restructurization of my mana base to support that card, and in that case I'll play a card that does roughly the same thing while not asking me to perform such a major restructurization, by which I mean the Curse Totem. Wallslow's Rage plus 3 Mirror Pool. Curse Totem is way worse though. It is not, because it is castable. And that is an aspect that is just, you know, has to be taken into consideration, but people don't. As for amulets, some way to remove Magus of the Moon has to, like, since I became sweeper appeal, I need to have some sweepers for the Magus matchups. I'm probably no longer interested in Storm's Wrath, but if there's, like, if Rhinos is not a relevant portion of the game, but that means I also give up what's my current plan against Yawgmoth. It's not a very dedicated Yawgmoth plan, but it is kind of a plan. The Storm's Wrath perhaps can find something better. What's the best Moon deck now? Is it likely Scam? I mean, I don't know if the criteria of being the best Moon deck is irrelevant criteria to judge a deck on, but assuredly you can play Blood Moon and Murktide and Scam just like you used to for literally always. Do I think Renos is still playable? I don't have no idea, really. Can go Bond. Player. Solitude, perhaps? I don't know. Solitude seems a bit awkward in Rhinos gaining them life. Seems a bit counterproductive. The good Rhinos deck is already 5 color. Yeah, I guess you can just take that deck and swap for player. That's probably simpler than what I was thinking about. So I think, is it Phoenix is still playable? I don't know, but it's really funny. Is it Rhinos? Holy shit. Two sides of the Twitch chat coin. Could play cover now maybe with less sub. +4 blue cards. Subtlety gets even better. Yeah, that's unfortunately what we are getting caught in. Creativity could pop off again, just depends on how many ring decks come into meta again. Perhaps. Do you think creativity is bad against the ring? And do you mean that like now there were less than... Holy shit, 5 of a kind. Do you agree with the Balatro strategy should always skip small blind unless you have a build that generates a ton of money per hand? I have not thought about it heuristics wise, but I very often skip the small blind on the higher difficulty. And then I just think, okay, do I want the, like, also if I just have lots of money, then I want more shops, so. But yeah, with the, like, first difficulty improvement, there's not that much reason to play it. How are they so bad at bar announcement? It's so weird, like they are only commander players. What do you mean? Do you mean the announcement is bad or that the contents of it are bad? That it should have been insert whatever you think would be a better ban. Which was Wall of Roots. For what it's worth. So, you know. Probably don't need to play gold free and I wasted 3 monies, but I just have lots of monies. You should just hit Wall of Roots so they don't have to hear about court bug anymore. Honestly, that would be a great reason. But then also ignore it in the announcement. Five of a kind strat. Copy this and have like a high chance of getting this. What cards are debuffed? Nope. I really hope that they don't ban anything in Titan. Well, the announcement has been posted already and the Titan cards were not banned, so... Sleep safe. Sleep sound. I had a dream where they restricted Boseju to 2 copies. I said in the Discord that I dreamed of them banning Boseju, but they actually restricted it down to 2 copies in the announcement, which is weird. Kind of made sense, but also not really. Holy shit, we got a holographic smiley face. Is there a flash 5 of a kind bonus? That is. But I have my cards split in different colors, so I just boost 5 of a kind. PNR guys are likely coming after Counterspell next because it makes them cry. Holy shit, that's so true. They're tiny, they are just such tiny little bitches. That they'll ban Counterspell next. What cool queens do I have? I have a Queen of Hearts, Polychrome. That seems worth copying. Horde cards are debuffed. Let's wait on that then. Getting rid of instant speed makes the deck a lot worse, and the worse mana is way worse. I think it's a good start. TBH. Yes. POV, Living End leans heavier on blue like nothing ever happened. I don't know, like full Cascade, just kind of imagine that you have to beat someone that holds up a counter spell. Or maybe even a spell piece on top of that. No i czym mam grać w Pradze Pietras? No to tym złamanym deckiem Gorajos chyba, nie? Ja mam Gorajos i większość kart. Let's upgrade high card for the Lulz. Plus 8 blue cards for Salty, by the way. Holy shit. I was thinking the announcement is good for Titan, but then Twitch chat is making me rethink my stance with every phrase. I just think of how rough life for a Titan player is when people pitch Salty.
He's a phenomenal control player.
Pragostatnio Tanzani Spedzani we can do W Pulse.
To nie wiem jak się wyszło, że tańsze, jak tam turniej i tak dalej. Trzeba zapłacić, that's crazy, but if you say so. Let's just hang 2 8s, or yeah, 2 8s. No, actually, maybe not. Maybe I should. My queens are not boosted. Let's just boost my 2 queens. Very Agnesian, thank you very much for the Sabini. Can use def and then copy it. Was there a copy one in the shop? I didn't see it. I think there wasn't, but maybe I was being blind. Also, I want to use def on, well, I guess I would still have that def left over, but I want to use... Oh, full house. Okay. Need to play more flush 5s. Bantog is allowed today. But honestly, the Ponder in Vintage, that's just insane. Blue is so overpowered in Vintage. Blue is so overpowered in Vintage anyways, and like, they just
He's a phenomenal
print more shit
control
for them.
player.
Just play a little Saga, I don't want to. Their argument for unrestricting it is that it's not played. I mean, honestly, fair, but still. Would you make any different decisions in the modern BNR? I wouldn't do anything if it was up to me, but I would just not feel compelled to. Well, I can understand them being compelled to. Kinda. Ooh, we can copy my foil queen. Playing a 5 of a kind sets money to 0. Rude. So, should I buy Amulet or Gorilla? Smiley face. You should buy what will bring you more happiness. For me, it would be Amulet, but for you, it might be Gorayos. I should put the Polychrome Queen at the end. Fair. Like, how I hadn't gotten used to the fact that I can move cards around when playing my hand. It's the same one. Baron Joker real good. I think I won't have many opportunities to discard my 5 of a kind queen hand, but maybe I'm mistaken with 18 queens in my deck. What happens to Stormstraff in Cyborg of Amulet now? I don't know yet. I have to rethink what cards I play and why. I don't need to put a queen last, it's the same. Isn't it? Oh no, it is not. Because the Stormstraff was needed to sweep Rhinos, but then still a Magus answer is needed. And on top of that you also need some cards for Jugmoth, which you won't have. I know that the multiplier gets applied last, but like the cards don't have a multiplier, but they actually do because of the smiley face, so you were right, but I thought that was not the case at first. Because if none of the queens would multiply in any way, then it would not make a difference. But it does because of the smiley face, which applies per queen. Play Bone Crusher Giganto? Perhaps. But like, I'll probably switch my sideboard only when I feel compelled to. And also we'll see if Rhinos is actually a deck that just doesn't get played anymore. Oh yeah, I play the Polychrome Queens here. We'll stick to Red Amulet for now. Yeah. As in, like, I don't know what immediate changes to make, so like the changes would be a reaction to what's played. So that's why I'm thinking that I'll just see. What level do you have? Level 8. Violet Vessel, very large blind, holy shit. People will try Ardent Prialinos, yeah, and that's the reason to keep Stormstraff in the deck for now. Only correct move was to unban Fury and restoring the previous meta. Holy shit. Only correct move has been called. They made the wrong one. Let's go Violet Vessel, I'll show you. Furyban was kind of a meme. That is a fact. Only have one more discard left. I could mulligan to steal cards. Obviously, but because they're printing else in MH3. You've seen them through. Flush House. Does it get there? Probably could move some of my jokers. Okay, 4 of a kind. I think we're getting there. Kind of barely. We won the run, but will Rhinos win any matches in Modern now? We'll see. I just prefer the meta where Merktide was a 51% deck, but also the best deck in the format in high-level events. What if it still is? That should work. Yeah, 12 million fans. This Joker was pretty good. Creates a legendary Joker, must have room. Played kings and queens, each give X to mold when scored. Holy shit. This copies this copies this. 3 bullet X times 3. This gives X4 at the end. It's gonna be some insane run. Let's just play, I'm curious. Holy fuck. How much is that? It's almost 8 trillion. Cash out $6, yeah. The Hanged Man. The roll was pretty poor. I still have an upgraded queens. $9 more billion. No, I don't have a money for this pack, that sucks. Must play 5 cards. Sure, buddy. I will. So yeah, anyone excited to play New Modern? Anyone in the chat just can't wait to play the newest modern thing they can get their hands on? Can fit this. Too bad. Wasn't the Rhino card more oppressive than Violent Outburst this way? They're just killed for no reason. Huh? Oh, I mean the Rhino card, you mean... the Rhinos themselves. And by dredge you mean Living End? That is a slightly confusing way to word it, but... Living End is dead. It's probably true. That Rhinos can recover better than Living End from that. Still, there's no buy and use, sad. Oh, because it creates temperance, yeah. It doesn't like just use the temperance, of course. It can't work like that. What about you, Kaneki? Are you excited? Honestly, not really. I was thinking of taking a week off from playing the prelims anyways to take a little bit of a break. So I'll probably do that and just wait to see what people bring to modern for when I'm gone. Yola, Glass Queen. Is Reno still able to play Blood Moon or Magus? That is what interests me the most, yeah. Only one queen, that's unlucky. Well, maybe I could make the lucky one into, like, probably that was better. One last reroll. Okay, one last reroll. Campfire is interesting at this stage of the game, but it's gonna give me more than X4 mold. Not right now. Why does Rhinos even need red? Well, it used to need red for Violent Outburst, that is no longer the case. So that changes. Which is good for Titanos. If there is less of Magus available to people, perhaps. Second Joker on the right copies the ability of the leftmost Joker. This copies this, so I have 3 copies of 3 Bullet, who gives me X2 mold for every scored King and Queen, and my build is 5 queens. So it ends up working pretty well. Sarah's Flash House. Did I get a Flash House by accident? That's pretty bad because it introduces a planet to my planet, to my planet pool, which I didn't want. And like, I'm not gonna... Impossible to convert into Flash. Holy shit, 50 chips, that's crazy. I mean, I have a limited amount of money, I don't have infinite money. I have a good amount of money. But not infinite. I think it's not scoring a set that enables planets, but the possibility of it. That's interesting, maybe that's the case, but I always notice the planets after I have assembled a specific hand, but you could be right. But like, that's when it shows on this, right? It says I played it once. So I played a Flash House by accident. $28 million. Do I need the Glass Queen? Probably not. Well, I mean, definitely not. Planet cards in a consumable area give 1 point X mold for each specified poker hand. I buy this. Rightmost Joker blows right. It's X for mold. And 50 chips. I don't know if I would say it. Close. The flint. Def is good. Is Outburst Bandit on MTGO? Let's check. Not yet. Probably soon though. I have no jacks left, so strength just doesn't matter. Everybody playing Rhinos, Cani playing Balatro. Retrigger all played face cards. Is it better than this? I never understand what does it mean to retrigger my cards, but I have the polychrome queen, so it's probably good. Should it happen here? No, here. This position doesn't matter. Then I'll place it in the middle. Wait, so if you retrigger 3 bullet? Doesn't sound like that's what it should do, but I guess if it does that, I'll take that. In that case, it's gonna just explode everything. 1, 3, 2, 9, E, 14. I don't even know what that means, honestly, so. That just means 13 zeros. MTGON. There's not gonna be any mono gameplay today. Then Classic Queen. Not worth it, right? Because I actively don't want flash. Like probably way worse than 5 of a kind level 16. I want to def my holographic queen. It's the worst. It's the worst one, right? The other one is mold and then polychrome. Let's not be greedy. Holy shit, 1.520E14. Persona 5 is so basic and you should play it. I played Persona 5 for an hour and then it did not go anywhere and there was a lot of talking and it was very boring. Scoping, did it trigger more points or the same? I don't know. Can try it next time. $47. This has no steel cards. .00EE11, so I think it's more points if we put this first, right? Because we were at 1. E11 is less. This is less. Okay, I'll go back to what we did. No nie widziałem na oczy wcześniej jakieś kurwa śmieszne. Should use my cards. Minus 1 hand size. Oh no. Using the glass queen. It's probably gonna break because it triggers twice, right? So didn't break. Poke champion. Another justice. We're only going twice half over. Actually, no, I don't understand. Like, this is like just 10 to times 10 to power 13 times 5.8. Is that what it means? Tak kurwa, okay. Thank you for the clarification. Do I have any naked queens in my deck still? I still do. 1, 2, 3. Seal Joker X to mold. Should probably buy this then. Reroll once. Ceres, Chariot. Next round. Oh, 7.7 E16. I'll take the money. This is kind of a naked queen too. How many queens in my deck? 16 still. So I have my deck. Alright, let's hard move for this. It's too many queens. It didn't break. Halfway there, I guess. Need to find another queen though. A nie, to nie było 17 na końcu. Once again, I misread. In that case, we're dead. What's our take on the BNR? I have no idea what to do now in Modern. Only need 20 more hands like that? Yeah, that's what I meant. Never seen anyone beat Ante 15. Let's go to YouTube and let's Google Balatro Ante 15 beaten. Unseeded highest ante record on plasma deck. What's a plasma deck? Ante 24. What jokers are that? Sok and Busin. 2 of those guys. What does the plasma deck do? It's all kings with red seals. Glass. Holy shit. How do you get to that?
He's a phenomenal control player.
Thanks Kaniki.
Video starts at ante 18. Flash 5. E25. How do you get so many red seals? Like, I barely get any red seals per my runs. Just all steel kings. Kupiła z DNA? Pewnie tak, w sumie. Ma to sens. Why did he only leave one seal king in his hand for the last one? That's pretty bad. E53, okay. Holy shit. That said, my deck for Prague, I'm locking in Titan as if I wasn't locking it before. I'll just have to... Many question marks. I'll wait a week and see if Rhinos keeps getting played at all or if it disappears completely, and then I'll decide if I continue playing that commercial district. If I don't play, like, I can cut the ends. I can play, like, I probably still play greed. I don't need to play the ends if I don't play I don't need to play as many ends if I don't play Storm's Wrath, because I don't need to play commercial district. I can play forest, which then I can just play fires, but I probably still would like to play Stomping Ground for the ease of casting of the fire spout. I don't need as much graveyard hate when Living End doesn't exist. Maybe I just don't need Barrow Downs at all, but probably I'll do. So I guess the cards that will stay in my sideboard for sure are like Free Defense, Greed, and Radiant Fountain, but everything in here is up to... Like, all of this is up to debate. We'll see what problems will arise in the new modern. Presumably Cascade less modern, but we'll see. New Sodec tweet just dropped. At first, they banned Fury, now Outburst. The balance in the top tier is broken. We can expect that now Yawgmoth and Amulet will dominate. They'll get nerfed, then something else will be the new top tier, it will also get banned, etc. It's just the start of the ban spiral. Beware. Holy shit, the ban spiral. I don't get why they would ban growth spiral, that's a really funny comment. So tomorrow there's gonna be a stream where they're gonna talk about their philosophy and explain the Outburst banning. And for today, that's all I had to present to you. See you and have a good rest of the day. My condolences if you were a Living End player or a Rhinos player and your deck is now maybe non-existent and maybe just weaker. And I wish you good luck if you need to find something else to do in your life. Take care.